We have the brand new MG3 Hybrid Plus 2024 version, and in this video we will test the consumption. We will go on the highway in the city, and at the end of this trip we will see what kind of consumption we can get from this MG3. It's really interesting because it comes with a pretty big battery for a full hybrid system. It has a 1.83 kilowatt hour battery which can hold more energy. That means it's much more useful in the city because you can get a better consumption. Anyway, what we can do, I will reset the consumption and then we will start driving, but also I will have to tell you more detail as we go along. Plus I'll have to tell you that the battery that we start with, it's only 2 lines, so usually should be at half or over half in order to give you a fair start. So the climatic system will be on low, all the way low, level 1, so that's something to keep in mind. And other than that, let's drive it. Also, we will drive only in eco mode. That's something to remember. If you want to see the car, if you want to test drive the car, if you want to buy it, I will leave the link in the description. If you are in Bucharest, in Romania, definitely check out Rădăcini group. They are super nice, and there you can see the car, test drive it and buy it. Definitely check them out. 1.5 liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders inline, combined with 2 electric motor, 1 generator and 1 big electric motor that it's able to power and run the car in electric mode, combined with a 3-speed automatic transmission, 194 horsepower, pretty powerful. And yeah, from my point of view, it's one of the best option when it comes to affordable full hybrid system on the market today. So it's the most affordable full hybrid system that you can get it in in the country that MG offered this car, in Europe at least. And it's a phenomenal option from my point of view. You have also 3 different regenerative mode, so you have level 1, 2, 3. I set it here on this button so you can see. We will drive with a level 2, somewhere between those two. So that means when you release the acceleration pedal, the car will recuperate the energy. On level 2 it's somewhere in the middle. Level 1 it's less, level 2 it's more, and level 3 it's maximum regenerative brake. So yeah, in general it's a pretty nice car. If you want to find out more information and more detail about the car, I have a separate video on my channel, the proper test drive, where I explain you everything on how is to drive this car, suspension, comfort and so on. In this video we will focus only on the consumption, and also I will have a separate video, full review, where I talk about everything there. You can see the interior, exterior, multimedia system. You can see the technical data, space and so on. So yeah, definitely check out that video as well to find out more information. Right now the petrol engine is running because the car doesn't have enough battery, but when it's reaching half battery, then you will see that in the city most of the time the car will drive in electric mode. And the cool part is that what I noticed, I drive it yesterday, and I noticed that over 90% of the time the car was driving in electric mode, and that was really impressive. Now if you hear this, is this for the lane keeping assist? It feels like I'm staying too close to that lane, and that's why it's beeping. It comes with so many safety features, including the autopilot feature. The version that I have with me is the top of the range version that comes also with a 360 degrees camera, heated steering wheel, and all those LED headlamps, all those features. Now if I go in the right lane, I can definitely show you that as well. So if I set the autopilot here, you can see how the car is stay between the lanes, accelerate, brake. It works so fine. So it's impressive. I mean, the starting price of this MG3 Hybrid Plus, it is 19,500 euro, and this, the most expensive version, is 22,990 euro. So it's really impressive with how many features this car come in this price range. It's definitely really impressive. So I was quite impressed. I think it's a good deal. And after I drive it for 2 days now, I have to tell you that I like the car. It's not bad. I really like it. I think it's a good car. It's a perfect car for driving in the city. You see, now it still drive itself. Anyway, let's press the brake and take the control. And right now I want to drive a little bit faster. We will go up to 120 here on the highway, and we will hold it there for a while at 120. The petrol engine, it's running right now at those type of speeds, usually over 90 km per hour. The petrol engine, it's running constantly. Electric mode, most of the time it's used in the city, as it should. You have also plenty of power if you floor it. So the car, it has plenty of power even if you drive it here at 120. If you floor it harder, it will go even quicker. I want to drive in the speed limit. I don't want to exceed the speed limit. So if you saw that cars that drive super fast, it's not my problem. It's their own problem. No wonder why here is the country with the most accidents in the world. I mean, it's like every day 5 people dying because they don't know how to drive safe and they don't respect the rules, which they should. But yeah, if you don't drive safe, sooner or later you will end up in a tree or in another car or on the other world. Now the car is recuperating the energy, and now we can get around a little bit better because the battery is over half, and you will see right now the petrol engine, it's still running, but you will see in a few seconds it will completely stop. Like right now it's stopped completely and we drive only in electric mode. I like that the transition between the petrol engine and electric motor, it's very smooth. They did such a good job with it, and I think it's really good. So I like that you don't feel that transition when it's switched between electric and petrol. Regenerative brake on level 2, I think it's the most smooth level. It goes pretty smooth, and then it goes around pretty good also with the physical brake. If you put it in level 3, it's a little bit more stronger. If you put it in level 1, it's just like almost none. But if you wanna have a smoother feel, you should use it on level 2. Also, it goes around pretty quick around the corners. It feels light, agile. It's a nice car. Overall, it's a pretty nice car. Suspension are fine, somewhere in the middle between comfort and sportiness, so they're quite fine. If you hear this sound, I have here the key in the middle, that's why you hear it. Right now we are driving in electric mode, and you saw that from when we get out from the highway until here in this moment, we drive only in electric mode. Now the petrol engine is kicking. Now we go on the highway and I will drive a little bit faster. I will try 130 km/h so we can definitely see and test the consumption in a proper way. I like the fact that the car, it sits quite well at high speeds. This is very important. It's set up very well, the suspension, and it has such a good stability at those kind of speeds. So even at 130 you have such a good stability on the road, and the car, it sits quite fine. So we are holding it here for a while at 130. Yeah, I like that the engine, it's very silent. You don't feel like it's rev on or something like that. It's super silent. You just hear a little bit of noise from the tires and from the wind, but otherwise it's pretty silent. Now we will go out to drive a little bit in the city as well. Release the pedal, the car will recuperate the energy. And we will go in the city. And now I think in the city, because we have almost a full battery, yes, it's almost full, the battery, we will drive only in electric mode in the city. And this is the big advantage. You go on the highway and you go out from the highway in the city and you're driving only in electric mode. It's so convenient. And look at it, let's see how much we can drive also in electric mode. It's light to drive, simple, light, I like it. How much is the consumption until now? Let's check this out. From start, we have 6.8 liters until here, guys. Not so bad, right? It's pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. Still driving in electric mode. I will let you know when the car is switching to petrol. To be honest, I like the level 2. I think the level 2 is my favorite level of regeneration. I will leave it like 2, like this. I think it's perfect the way it is right now. The climatic system, it's still running on level 1, low. And it's running so smooth. Still in electric, still driving in electric mode right now. Here we will have probably a little bit of traffic, which is pretty good. It's great for the test. Still in electric mode, guys. We are still driving in electric mode right now in this second. Still in electric mode. Impressive. Now we are still in electric mode. Wow, incredible. We regenerate so much energy on the highway, and that the car have energy until here. This is the big advantage of having a big battery, 1.8 kilowatt hour battery, that you're driving on the highway, then you go in the city, and all the city driving, it's made in electric. It's crazy good. And recuperate now the energy back into the battery, and still in electric mode. Wow. Still in electric mode. Surprisingly good. Still in electric mode. Wow. So much, and we have like 5.7 liter consumption until now. Pretty good. And we are still in electric mode. Wow, incredible. This is the longest part that I drive only in electric mode with the car. It's incredible. Wow. And we have half battery now, and right now it started the petrol engine right now, right in this second. So when you reach half battery, then under half battery, then the petrol engine start a little bit. Wow, it's incredible. It's impressive, really impressive. We will drive a little bit more in the city around here, and then we will check the end result. I try to keep it a little bit longer, because in this way we can make it more realistic, so we know a little bit better the average consumption. Again, now we are back in electric mode. Very nice, very smooth ride. I told you, over 90% in the city you drive in electric mode. And the consumption, it's like 5.7. Still 5.7 liters. With a climatic system on. Now we have a little bit of traffic stoplights. It's pretty good. And we still have range 220 kilometer with almost third of the tank. It's impressive. Pretty impressive. Now the petrol engine is still off. Turning circle pretty good, turning small spaces without any problem. Again, here we have to brake, and we simulate a little bit of traffic, so that's good again. And we have a little bit over half battery. It's silent. It comes with auto hold function, which is incredibly useful. No, I think it's a complete car, man. It's definitely a complete car. It's definitely come with a lot of features, super useful features, super easy to drive. Yeah, I think it's a great deal. I think it's one of that car that definitely worth go test it before you buy other car in this class, or yeah, even in other class. Definitely worth take a look on this MG3. At least this hybrid version, it's pretty good from my point of view. If I would buy it, I know in the future will come with a pure petrol, but yeah, if I would buy it, definitely I would go with this hybrid. So again, 5.5 liter consumption. I think, yeah, it should be around there, the mix of highway speeds, high speed, and also city driving. I think should be around that numbers. Now the petrol engine is also kicking a little bit to charge the battery. Let's go in the back. You can see also the camera, it's also activate automatically when you drive slowly and you go close to other cars. Plus you hear this noise that the car produces when you're driving in electric mode, in order that people or animals to hear you when you go around them. It's again quite impressive. Now look at the camera, 360 degrees camera. Let's see the consumption. It is 5.4 liter, guys. That was the consumption, 19.9 kilometers, 20 kilometers highway and city driving. But if you look at long-term consumption, like 761 kilometers, 5.5 liters. Yeah, I hope the video was useful. I hope you get some useful information from here. I would say you can get a great consumption if you have very good driving condition. If you drive at speeds up to 100 kilometers, you will get even a better consumption. If you don't use the climatic system, even better consumption. The car has only 900 kilometers, so over 5,000 kilometers. The petrol engine will will use also less. So yeah, in general, I think it's a great number. Plus in general, it's a fantastic car. I'm surprised for 22,000 23,000 euro you can offer so many things, plus 7-year warranty or 150,000 kilometers. Impressive. Anyway, thank you for watching, really appreciate. I hope you get some useful information from this video. If you want to see the full review, definitely check out the full review, check out the test drive, the proper test drive. There you get more information on how it's to drive this car. Also, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I will really appreciate that. That will mean a lot for me, guys. So definitely don't forget that, because for me it means a lot, it helped me a lot. If you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, definitely check out the Radocin MG.ro. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. If you are in Bucharest, definitely check them out, they are really nice. So yeah, that was the video. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.